Hi everybody, Sean here, your RSA approved driving instructor with PassFirstTime.ie, Ireland's online driving school. Check out the course if you're preparing for your driving test. Gives you the A to Z of getting ready for the driving test in Ireland. In this video we're going to chat about some of the main reasons that people fail their driving tests. Now, there are a huge variety of reasons why people fail driving tests. I'm not going to cover them all, but I will cover a couple of the main ones and maybe how you can work on preparing for them before your test and not getting penalised on your test for them. So we'll start with progress, and progress is a big reason for driving test failure. And progress simply means that either you don't drive fast enough for the situation, or you don't move when you can at a roundabout, for instance, or if you're slow moving away from a junction when it clearly is safe for you to move. So progress means that you're match fit, really, that you're able to move as fast as the conditions allow when you can, and that you are able to take your opportunities on the likes of roundabouts and on the likes of major junctions. Where people get confused with progress then, though, is they decide to go too quickly, maybe in a confined place, because they're so conscious of making progress. They mix up progress with safety, and then that can lead to a separate penalty for what's called reaction to hazards. In other words, that you drive too fast for the conditions and the examiner will penalise you for not reacting correctly to potential hazards. So reaction to hazards means that you don't see potential for danger. You don't see the fact that what you're doing is potentially dangerous and could either be a danger to you or to any other road user. So how you react to danger is very important on the driving test. The bottom line is, by the time you are finished your test, the driving examiner has to say that was a good, safe drive, there was no obvious danger there, and they will pass you then for the most part if you can give them that good, safe, calm drive. Observation is a major part of reaction to hazards. Then they're all linked, you see, all of the errors. It's like a jigsaw puzzle, and if you put the jigsaw puzzle together properly, you'll get all these and they'll join together and give you a lovely drive. So observation simply means looking around, looking ahead, making sure you see anything that is relevant to you and that's going to affect your driving and cause you to either slow down or change direction. And observation, by the way, is the number one reason for driving test failure in Ireland. So practice your observation, practice looking further ahead, practice reacting when you see maybe something slowing down in front of you. Prep nice and early, and as long as you see it, you react early and you come up with a plan on what you are going to do, you'll roll and you'll drive very smoothly and very safely. One place where people need to watch observation that I have found, especially in the last couple of weeks on driving tests, is when you stop at a junction and you're yielding to your right, make sure while you're waiting that you're giving a little look to the left every now and again as well, that you're looking both ways. In other words, at a T-junction, that you're not just looking to the direction where you're yielding to traffic. So just be very careful that the observation is there so that you would spot maybe a pedestrian or a cyclist or something on your left that would affect you. Roundabouts is next, and being able to use roundabouts correctly is vital for your driving test and vital to get you passed. So with your driving instructor, make sure that you can use all the roundabouts in your local area correctly. Make sure you're familiar with any roundabouts that might be a little unusual or a little challenging, and that you're quite comfortable using them. You know the lanes, you know what signal you should have both entering and leaving, and again, it's part of the jigsaw puzzle. If you can use roundabouts correctly, it is going to make your chances of passing the driving test far higher. You will have a much better chance, because Ireland is literally full of roundabouts. We have a huge amount of roundabouts, so on your driving test there is a very high likelihood that you will at some stage have to use a roundabout. Now, there are just a couple of reasons for test failure. I'm going to give you one more here at the end, and quite a few people will go down on a test on observation when reversing. So most people on the reverse, they're concentrating so much on the reverse itself and getting around the corner and staying close to the corner that they forget all about the traffic and the people and maybe cyclists or whatever around them. And this can lead not alone to a grade 2 error, but to driving test failure. You can get a grade 3 error quite easily for lack of observation when reversing. So it's another one to work on with your driving instructor. Make sure you're using that back window. That is very important when you're reversing. And make sure you're glancing to the right, that you don't miss any oncoming traffic from your right, or a cyclist or motorbike, maybe anything at all that could possibly be there. So just up your game as regards observation when reversing. And I'll give you one last, and again they're all linked to observations, the key with the reverse. I'll give you one last observation tip before I go, and that is observation during the turnabout. Most people will look at the start, they'll look in the middle, but when they're moving off for the last time after reversing back, when you put the car into first gear and you're moving back across the road and you're saying, yes, I've got this is really good, a lot of people will fail to look to the left one more time to make sure there's nothing coming from the left before they move away for the final time. Don't miss that last look to the left. It is crucial. Could lead to grade 2, possibly even grade 3 if there was a cyclist maybe, or a motorbike or a car, whatever, coming from your left hand side. So have you failed lately? Is there anything you'd like to add to this list? I'm sure there is, so if you want, put it in the comments below if you think there's something else that you'd like to add. There are lots more reasons for driving test failure, but if you work on those couple, they will go a long way to helping you, along with your driving instructor, to get past that driving test and to get motoring with your end plates all by yourself, which is the main aim. Everybody wants to drive by themselves. That's where you want to go, nice and safely. So, safe motoring to you. Good luck if you are doing a driving test. Check out the A to Z of the driving test, our online course at PassFirstTime.ie, and I will talk to you in the next video. Want to pass your driving test first time? Check out our pre-test driving course, saving you time, money, and giving you the best chance of passing first time with RSA approved driving instructors, short, easy to follow video lessons covering all topics: reverse, turnabout, marking sheet, dual carriageway, car checks, bonnet checks, and a whole lot more to help you pass your driving test. This is your 24/7 driving instructor. Check it out today.